Thank you everyone for joining. This is our second official meeting with Aionix. We hope that we can spread knowledge about AI and uh, artificial intelligence and how it works. I hope that everyone here leaving the meeting today is able to get started with Chat GPT and knows how to use it very well. It'll help you a lot in your day-to-day lives and it'll be really beneficial for everyone. So I hope everyone is able to get that from the meeting today. So thank you everyone who joined and thank you everyone for attending the meeting and the second official Ionics meeting. So this is just a little bit about me. My name's Ishan. Most of you or all of you already know who I am, but I'm a junior at Evergreen Valley High School. I'm in 11th grade, and I'm the founder and president of Ionics.
Join on. There's a button that said join.
Right. Okay. So just like a breakdown of what I want to go through today. The first 10-ish minutes, I just want to explain exactly what AI is. It's a big thing now. AI is taking us by storm, taking our society by storm. It can be really confusing to understand. I know when I learned about it, I had a lot of trouble understanding what it was and how it works. So I hope I can simplify that. Then once we know what AI is, I want to spend just a little bit of time talking about the importance of AI and some examples of how it's used in our day-to-day lives without maybe you noticing. And then the real part of this meeting, I want to help everyone get started with Chat GPT. It's a quick process. It'll take like 10 minutes max, but once everyone gets started with Chat GPT, they won't be able to stop using it because it's so helpful. And then I want to spend the last 5 to 10 minutes just talking about ethical ways to use AI and wrapping up the meeting with some question and answer. So without further ado, I can get started on what AI actually is. So what is AI? Does anyone know? Does anyone have any general idea of what AI is, or maybe have seen AI or heard about it? Does anyone know?
A machine that behaves like a human.
Like a human. That's great. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it because AI is like giving a computer the ability to think and learn just like we do. The way that it works is a lot of information is put into these models, and then the computer learns. It specializes in this information, and it's able to communicate with people through its capabilities. So, what does that actually mean? Just like we have knowledge, AI is extended knowledge within computers. It's like putting a brain into the computer and it learns just like we do. Just like how I'm teaching you guys about AI, I'm taking information about AI and then I'm storing it in your guys' brains, and then you guys are processing and learning about AI. In a very technological way, AI models like ChatGPT or Pi or Siri, they use this method to learn about everything and everyone, and that's how they are able to communicate with us, right? So the importance of AI is a big, before I continue, does everyone understand like what AI is? Does anyone have any questions? I can clarify something. I give a very simplified approach, but if anyone has any more complicated questions, I'm happy to answer them.
We are fine.
So, Ishan, this is
Yeah.
Sunita Ande. I just want to know how different it is than computer, because in computer, Google search machine, you just ask question, it gives you information, right? So how this is different? How
Okay.
AI is different?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Google is like a platform, right? While AI is also a platform, we can take any large platform like Google. There's Google, there's Safari, there's Firefox, whatever you may choose to use. These platforms, they only have information stored onto them. It's like going into a library and just pulling out a book of the library. The book is, but it's just you walking into a library and searching for a book and pulling it out. The real AI is a librarian. ChatGPT is a librarian, someone who knows about all the books in the library and can answer the questions. So the difference between Google and the AI model, while they're both platforms, the AI model is trained on the information on this large database, and it's able to communicate back with us through what it's learned off of Google. So without Google, there would be no ChatGPT, because where Google is where all the information ChatGPT gains.
So basically, for AI, also we have to enter all the data and information, right?
Yes, yes. And a way that this information is entered is through Google, right? Google is where Google, Safari, wherever is where all this information is sourced from. So without this source of information, AI wouldn't really be functioning.
Right, right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, right. So they're interdependent on each other. So here in this slide, I have an example of ChatGPT and an example of Google. And this is another way for me to answer your question. For the two images on the left and the right, I asked the same question to AI and I asked the same question to Google. I asked AI, summarize chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita in 2 paragraphs. And then I asked Google, summarize chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita in 2 paragraphs. As you can see, based on the information ChatGPT knew, it combined everything and it created a very detailed summary and it sent it back to me, a very specific response to my question. This is what AI is good at, generating really specified responses that they send back to the user where they don't have to do much more deep searching. Whereas compared to Google, like I explained earlier, it's such a large database with so much information on it, right? So all the information on the database is now being presented to me. And like me entering a library, I have to choose where I want to gain my information from. ChatGPT, on the other hand, knows the information, analyzes it, and sends it back to me in real time so I can learn everything on the spot. Both ways, both methods of learning something are very are good in their own ways. If I want to go to a specific source, a specific website, or learn about something from a specific place, Google would be a good place to start. I can search this on chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita, and then, oh, if I only prefer this first website, then I can click on it and learn all my information from there. ChatGPT knows all the information from all these videos and websites, and it combines it and it sends it back to me. Right? Does that make sense to everyone?
So ChatGPT has one consolidated description of of your question, while on Google you have an option which site you want to go and get the information.
Correct. But ChatGPT does not have one consolidated answer. It has the ability to create one consolidated answer. That's the beauty of it. If I asked it the same question twice, it would respond in 2 different paragraphs. The summary wouldn't look the exact same. The beauty of ChatGPT and AI is the ability for me to ask really specific questions, right? So I can actually just show you an example. So if I go to ChatGPT here and I say, summarize chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita in 2 paragraphs, it'll take a minute right here and it'll send me a summary in 2 paragraphs, right? But let's say while it's generating this, let's say I'm reading the summary and I'm not very satisfied with it. It's too vague. It doesn't give me enough details. Now we can tell ChatGPT, make the summary more detailed and descriptive. So now what it will do is it'll take my question in English and it'll understand it. And now it'll give me a more detailed, longer response that I can then use in whatever I want to do with the information. So you can see the difference. It's still summarizing chapter 2, but it's giving me a more detailed approach.
All right.
Right?
Great. Thanks a lot. Yes.
Yeah, no problem. So some more examples besides ChatGPT are Tesla. A lot of people have Teslas in the Bay, especially where we live. Everywhere we go, we see Teslas. What they do is they use sensors and cameras in front of the car, around the car, as human eyes and brains. And in the center of the car, there's actually like a brain where the information that the eyes around the car take and they store in the brain. And then the Tesla, when it's on its autopilot mode, it'll make decisions on what obstacles to avoid, what not to run into, and how to move forward without crashing, right? Another good one is I have my device here. I'm not actually, I'll say it, is Alexa. And it's like a digital smart home assistant that helps you with your day-to-day lives with speech. So I can ask it a question. Alexa, what's the weather like today?
Currently, in San Jose, it's 64 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight, you can expect showers with a low of 50 degrees.
See, what the Alexa did was the Alexa is different from ChatGPT in the sense that it's able to understand human speech, and it can respond back in human speech, and due to its algorithm and its way of storing data. So what I did with my Alexa, or what the Alexa does, is it takes my input, my question as information, and then it searches its large database of information that's already been stored into it, and then comes with a really fast, concise answer. And what Alexa will do, it'll never give me a really long answer. And it's smart like this because it knows that I'm a person in a living space, and it knows that I have things to do and I have places to go. So whenever I ask it a question, it'll always give me a faster, more concise answer to whatever I'm asking it. And that's the benefits, or that's where you can see the differences in AI models and how they're used and how their algorithms are always different, right? Similar to that, we have Siri and Google Assistant, which are actually just like Alexa, and they have pretty much the same algorithms, just used by different companies. And there's several more examples of AI, and these are just a few. Does anyone have any questions about some examples of AI? Does anyone want to add some examples of AI that they might already know?
No.
Nope. Yeah. So now we can move on to the bigger part. Has anyone heard of Chat GPT? I know I just showed it to you, but before this meeting, has anyone heard of Chat GPT?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
that's 1, 2.
yes.
Yes. So a couple of us have heard about Chat GPT. Does anyone know what Chat GPT is exactly, or how it works? I explained a little bit, but if anyone has some sort of idea.
Nope.
Okay, well, just like Alexa and Siri and Pi and all these other tools, ChatGPT is a computer program that uses advanced language skills. So advanced language skills as in a computer primarily, it's a computer's primary language is ones and zeros. If you look really deep into the information of the computer, like really deep into the scripts of the code of a computer, it's all written in ones and zeros. ChatGPT has the ability to, ChatGPT has the ability to take these ones and zeros and convert it into language for users like me and you. It acts as a highly knowledgeable digital companion that can assist you with a wide range of tasks, like answering questions about day-to-day activities. If you use a phone or a tablet, you can have ChatGPT at your fingertips all the time. You can keep ChatGPT in your pocket with you wherever you go, and that's the benefit of having AI. Anyone have any questions?
No, thank you.
Is it available in different languages or just English?
Of course, it's available in all languages. I think all languages that you find on Google Translate, which is a good majority of them, is going to be available on ChatGPT. You have to tell it to respond to you in a different language, though. I think its primary language is English,
Okay.
but it can
Thank you.
analyze text in different languages and respond. Yeah. Okay. So here's some basic things we can use ChatGPT for. We can write it to write something for us. For example, if we're writing a news article or if we're writing a paper or a summary on something, ChatGPT can actually help with the writing process, writing a good portion of it in, like, again, whatever language you want. The hardest part about getting a answer out of ChatGPT is writing the prompt. So I want to help when we all get started with ChatGPT. I want to go through how to write that prompt, and I want to make sure everyone's good with that process. Again, it can also it also has a lot of answers to your questions that you may have. For example, if you're cooking, what some recipes it can provide, how much of this ingredient to put, how much of that, or if you are exercising, how much should I do this exercise if I want to get this goal. So again, it can help you with question answering in your day-to-day lives. And finally, like mentioned earlier, ChatGPT can translate for you. It can be a translating device where when you input one language and ask it to convert it to another language to help you easily understand whatever that other language was saying. Anyone have any questions?
I just put it in chat. What GPT stands for?
That's a good question. I'm actually not sure what GPT stands for, but I know it's just a part of it's a part of it's a part of the OpenAI company. It builds GPT, so GPT can be used loosely, as in there can be a GPT model that just talks to you about day-to-day lives. There can be a GPT model that tells you how to train your dog. So actually, I can show you.
Actually,
Ishan,
Ishan,
let us
I got
ask
it.
him.
It's an
Yes, sir.
abbreviation of generative pre-training transformer.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Generative pre-training transformers.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
GPT.
Thank you.
Okay. And I'll show you. So in ChatGPT, if you get GPT-4, the one you have to pay for, you can actually go and explore some GPTs. So here, one GPT could be an image generating GPT. And I can start a chat with this one. So I can say, does anyone want me to generate something specific? I can ask it. Anyone have a prompt you want me to put into ChatGPT?
A picture of Lord Krishna.
Okay. Please generate an image of Lord Krishna. And now it'll take some time and it'll understand what I'm asking and it'll generate an image back to me. It'll take a minute or so. But so this is an example of one of a GPT. It's a transformer. It transforms my text into a response that'll help answer whatever my question is. And there you go. This image of Krishna was generated strictly by ChatGPT you'll not find this information anywhere else on the web. And this is just based off one question I asked it. I can download this and I can use it for whatever document I want. Isn't that nice?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, beautiful.
So let's get started. Can everyone pull out like a phone or some computer or device that they can access ChatGPT on? If everyone can just like unmute and say, I'm ready, or give a thumbs up when they're ready, that would be great.
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready.
Ready?
Ready.
Cool. Okay. A lot of us are getting ready. I'll just give it 30 seconds to like a minute and then we can start. Anyone else have any other questions though before we start with ChatGPT, like how it works or
I still I'm a little confused. So this is same as like garbage in, garbage out.
garbage in, garbage out?
Mm-hmm.
In what sense?
So you know how in computer you ask question, but whatever information for that specific question has, that's what you will get. So sometimes we do get like confusing or wrong information too from Google or any
Yeah.
search engine. So this is this same like
So,
I don't know.
yeah. I understand what you're asking. ChatGPT, no model will ever be 100% accurate. Nothing will ever give you 100% the right answer all the time. Like obviously ChatGPT, it's publicly available. Hundreds of millions of people are using it. 99% of the time it's going to give you the right answer. But yes, there is that one time where there is a flaw in the algorithm where it can give you misrepresented information. So it's always good to just cross-reference the information you get from ChatGPT with Google, which has several reliable sources of information. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. Okay,
So-
everyone, I'm assuming everyone has their phones. Now, can we all type in on the browser chat.openai.com and then you can press search. Everyone just give me a thumbs up or okay when we're all good with that.
I already have Chat GPT on my phone, so I don't need to do that, right?
No. You have it on your iPad though?
No, but I'm using iPad for this meeting.
You can still do it. You can still do it. If you close the Zoom app and open Safari, it should still keep running in the background.
Okay.
Okay. Was everyone able to type in chat.openai.com?
Yes.
Everybody muted.
Yes.
Yes. For everyone that just joined the meeting, we're just getting started with Chat GPT. I know some people just got on the call or just due to whatever reason. We're just starting with Chat GPT and we're
matcha green tea and the green tea and then do should we do no
we're just getting started with Chat GPT. We're going in our browsers and typing in chat.openai.com. Okay, so now we can press sign up unless you already have an account. Then we can press sign up and I lost my mouse. Okay, we can press sign up and continue to start creating an account. Does anyone have any questions on how to create an account? You can input your email address directly onto the place where it asks you to, or you can start with a Google, Microsoft, or Apple account.
So continue with Google.
Do you have a Google account?
Yeah.
Yeah, then just continue with Google. I think that'll be easiest. Was everyone able to do that? I'll give like a couple of minutes so we can all input in our information and yeah. In the meantime, anyone have any other questions or
Sure.
yes.
I'm on a WhatsApp, they got Meta AI.
What's
You can
that?
Meta AI. If
Yeah.
you look on an app, all on the top, there is a circle now. They added, so
Meta
you can.
AI.
What is that?
Meta AI. That's Facebook's AI, I believe. Let me see on my phone what that looks like.
Yeah, I just said and I tried to ask question and it answered me. So you may want to a little bit about it when you have time.
Oh, okay. I see what Meta AI is. Okay,
Yeah.
so ChatGPT was the first really large, widespread available AI model. And then
Right.
after ChatGPT, many companies like Facebook, Google, Amazon started creating their own AI models similar to ChatGPT because it boomed so big and it generated so much money and so much flow. So
Right.
actually, for those of you who have WhatsApp, you can go on WhatsApp and the like Jito Uncle said, there's like a little ring on top that looks like this.
Yeah.
And
On top of
if you click that, then you're in a chat with an AI model. So you're talking to AI directly on WhatsApp. And that's pretty neat for all of you who already have an account. And just like ChatGPT, I'm sure you can ask it whatever questions you want, ask it to make it image for you, and it'll do that. But yeah, thank you for that. I didn't know about that. That's interesting.
yeah, I saw it a couple of days ago, and I knew I'm going to ask you about that.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I'm sure it's just like ChatGPT.
Right. Good.
Yeah. Okay. Now that a lot of us, I'm sure if you have questions at the end, I can help you with the creating an account process, but we should be in ChatGPT now that you've gone through the process. Was everyone able to see this screen?
I tried to sign in through Google and somehow it didn't create my account. But I tried this WhatsApp and I'm in that now. Meta AI.
Okay, if yeah, Meta AI, Chat GPT, whatever.
Mhm.
We can ask it actually that will be interesting. We can ask it the same questions and see how the answers may vary. So if
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Good idea.
for those of you who got started with Meta AI, let's ask it, since we already asked ChatGPT about Bhagavad Gita, let's ask it this question right here. For whoever has Meta AI open, can you ask, give me a recipe with instructions for Punjabi shak? And I'll put this into ChatGPT on my end and we can see how the answers are different. Okay, I'm gonna put it into ChatGPT right here and see what it gives me. Was someone able to put it in to the WhatsApp Meta AI one? If not, I can put it in on my phone too, and we can see how the responses are different.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Give me recipe for a Punjabi shak.
But as you can see, ChatGPT has given us a very specific, detailed approach on how to make Punjabi shak. It gave us all of the ingredients and then instructions on how to use the ingredients. So we can all begin to see how ChatGPT can, when we pull out our phones and ask it a question, it can help us so much in day-to-day lives, right?
Meta AI took shark as a shark and then didn't give me the correct answer.
So, well, that's where
So your pronunciation of shark, ChatGPT was able to get it correctly?
see, I didn't I typed it in.
Ah, okay. Got
Mhm.
it.
Right.
Yes, it gave a list of ingredients and instructions.
Right. Just like this.
Yes.
So with these similar responses, we can
You have a new kitchen. Are you making something?
we can see how the algorithms may be similar, right? We asked Meta AI one prompt, the exact same prompt we asked ChatGPT, and the formula or the way that the answer was responded and the way that it gave us the answer was pretty much the same. The words may have been a little bit different here and there, but we can see how similar these algorithms are and how much AI has impacted our community, right?
I have a question, Ishan.
Yes.
So the more you ask similar questions,
Hmm.
the better the response would be. So in other words, if you have used this similar question with the word shark in it, maybe the first time it had difficulty giving you the correct answer, but as you go on, it refines itself, its search or whatever you call it.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. ChatGPT, it's always learning, always learning.
Okay, that's
So
what I.
even in conversation with us, it'll correct itself and it'll make
Mm.
that improvement on the go. See, AI, once a really simple model is made, then it just keeps building up and getting smarter and smarter. Yes, Kabuba.
Actually, it did give me a little more instruction saying there is a Punjabi cuisine where there is shark means sabji, and then it said you want butter chicken, sarso ka saag, or naan, or whatever. So then
Yeah.
it's asking me what's the kind of saag you want.
Yeah.
So it did make my mistake. It corrected by itself and then gave me options as to which shark do I want to have recipe for.
There you go.
That's
It directly give me recipe for makai no shak.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yeah. So we have to ask specific. Ishan,
Right.
also, can you show them like if you want to write something like you want to, let's
yeah.
say,
I
write
got
an apology letter for some mistake that I have made, or appreciation letter for treating us to a nice dinner, something like that, right?
yeah. Okay.
Like
Okay, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna do this really quick in 1 minute, and then we can go straight into our Q&A session. But let's say you want to send a message to your friend who took you out for dinner. and you're really grateful for them. They paid the bill or something, right? So you can say, write a letter of appreciation to my friend who took me out for dinner last night and paid for the bill. And just like that, ChatGPT will create a short letter for me. But does anyone have any, seeing this letter, does anyone have any improvements they would like to make to this letter? Or any flaws or yeah, basically any improvements they want to make? Does anyone want to add?
So basically, you just copy and paste in your email or whatever media the way you want to send it without editing or with addition.
Well, it's up to you. So you can edit it if you want.
Uh-huh.
I can open a Google Docs, right? To paste this information. On this Google Doc, I can take this letter that ChatGPT sent me and just paste it in right here. Now, whatever edits I want to make,
Oh, okay.
just on treating you next time or something like that, you can make.
Yeah.
And you can add your name here, take care, Ishan, and just like that. Right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Just around 5 minutes left before the meeting shuts out. I just want to wrap up on ethical AI. So now that we've all gotten started with ChatGPT, we have access to very powerful tools. This could help us do a lot of good and a lot of bad. You can ask it, how can I get my boss fired? And it'll probably give you step-by-steps on how to do that, but it'll obviously encourage you not to do so. What I want to say is AI should be used to benefit yourself, your environment, and your community. And it's so widespread and it's so available and so easy to use that I really hope everyone is able to get it. So if you found this meeting useful and if you found this helpful and you were able to get started with AI and ChatGPT, I encourage you to refer Aionix to your friends and let them know how they could get started with ChatGPT too. Or if you're feeling super confident in your abilities, you could help them get started with it as well and see how they do and show them the benefits of AI. So I just want to say with AI, we can make a really big impact in our community. And I hope that we all leave this meeting with the ability to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishan.
Thank you. So thank you for everyone who joined the meeting. I'm really grateful for all the questions you asked and everyone who's here willing to learn about AI and who wanted to know more and get started with ChatGPT. If you are up to it, I have a spreadsheet where I just track all the sessions. If you want to add your name, your email and phone number if you want, and just a quick review if you found this meeting helpful. I can leave it in the chat, or if anyone wants me to send it to their personal email, I can do that as well. Just stick around after this meeting and let me know. But the link to the spreadsheet is in the chat, and you guys can go ahead and access that and add the information.
I think it'll be a good idea to send an email also, Ishan.
Yeah, I'll send a follow-up email to everyone who joined. With
Great.
Thank you, Ishan.
Yes, thank you
Thank
everyone
you,
for
Ishan.
joining.
Great job.
Yes, thank you. And any questions? I have like what?
Thank you, Ishan.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Very important.
So informative, Ishan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Jai Shri Krishna. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you
Jai
for
Shri
your
Krishna.
time.
Thank you. Thank you for joining, everyone. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Jai Shri Krishna.
So we will see the spreadsheet once the meeting ends, right?
No, it's in the chat. It's in the chat.
Or it's in the chat. So we have to go to chat.
Yeah.
Where is chat? Oh, I see.
Can you
Okay, I
see
see.
my screen? Okay.
I found it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I see some site from you. So we go into that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Great.
go to chat.